How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and today I'm back with another Legend Lost Sector guide. In this one, I'm going to be showing you my speedrunning method for the Concealed Void Legend Lost Sector. Now, my times are probably not the fastest ones you can find, but they are relatively consistent and stress-free. In this one, I am going to show you a full run on a Warlock, Hunter, and Titan. Before I get into my loadout for each class, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. I also want to mention I don't restrict my loadouts in my speedrunning guides. If you want a video where I use an easier to obtain loadout and take it a little bit slower, I will link my easy guide in the comment section down below. Anyway, for my Warlock run, I went with Well of Radiance. Then I have the Survivor's Epitaph hand cannon for Overload Captains. And I have Ariana's Vow because it has intrinsic anti-barrier rounds and solar damage is boosted by 50% in this Legend Lost sector. Likewise, I have a solar sword because it gets that damage boost as well, and I'm going to be using this on the boss. And here are the armor mods I used on my Warlock. If you need to see anything in more detail, just pause the video. Also, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section down below. Then for my Hunter run, I went with Bottom Tree Gunslinger and paired that with Celestial Nighthawk. For my weapons here, I again have Survivor's Epitaph and Ariana's Vow, but this time I swapped out my Solar Sword for the Code Dwello Solar Rocket Launcher. This also gets that 50% damage boost, but I didn't want to use a sword on my Hunter because it doesn't have a protective super like a Warlock or Titan does. Here are the armor mods I used on my Hunter. And lastly, for my Titan run, I went with Top Tree Sentinel for the Ward of Dawn. The setup here is going to be very similar to my Warlock loadout because they both have the protective super. So I again have Survivor's Epitaph, Ariana's Vow, and the Negative Space Solar Sword. And here are the armor mods on my Titan. Alright, that's all there is to the loadouts for each class. There will be timestamps for each run, so if you want to skip ahead, feel free to do so. Now, let's jump right in. Alright, right off the bat here, I just run straight ahead, and I hop over here, and sword a couple enemies. Throw my grenade there, and get ready for the overload. Then I pull out Ariana's Vow and try to get the Vandals, the Shanks, whatever I can. And when I'm done clearing out the room, I put Ariana's Vow away to auto reload it. From back here, I'm going to go for this barrier champion. I'm going to body it twice. I'm going to holster Ariana's Vow again to auto reload it. I'm going to throw a grenade down there to finish those enemies off and take out some of these Shanks. And then I'm going to hop up on here and use Ariana's Vow on this captain. It does have an arc shield, so it will take a few shots. Then from the distance here, I'm going to take out the two Dregs and this heavy Shank. And this Vandal. Then I'm going to wait right here, and I'm going to stun this Overload champion. And I'm going to hop over and use my sword. And then use Ariana's Vow on this Vandal and any of these Exploder Shanks that I can. When that set of Exploder Shanks is cleared out, I'm going to hop over there, hop back, and then clear out the second wave. And go for the Overload champion. And now I can proceed to the boss room. As soon as this last enemy is down, the boss will spawn right here. I'm going to put my Well of Radiance down, throw a grenade, and then I'm going to light attack it until it stops, and then I'm going to heavy attack it, and then resume my light attacks. If If it teleports off the point, you can swap to your Ariana's Vow, and then you can rush the chest when it's down. And there we have it. That is my method for speedrunning the Concealed Void Legend Lost Sector and getting a Platinum rating. Now I'm going to show you a full run on a Hunter and a Titan. Alright, since my Hunter has no means of protection against the boss, you may notice that I'm using a rocket launcher instead. The general method will be the same. It's just where I would normally use a sword, I'll be using a rocket launcher instead. Alright, this may teleport down instead this time. Oh, I got lucky. Sometimes it teleports beneath the platform where the dregs are at over there. Don't need to reload that manually. The rocket actually makes the captain there a little bit easier, actually. Peek out. Well, I wasn't reloaded there, but it still worked out just fine. I won't be able to sword all of these enemies, so I'm just going to kind of jump past them initially. Take out a few of them with my grenade. For some reason, I've been struggling to reload my rocket launcher, I guess. I have 2 shots left. Alright, the boss should spawn. Gonna pop that, wait for it to move forward, shoot it. Now the trick is getting to the chest without dying. And I was able to make it. So just like that, when you get to the boss fight, you're going to pop your golden gun and then use your rockets to do the remaining damage. If you don't have rockets, Ariana's Vow should do as well. Now I'm going to show you a full run on a Titan. Alright, as promised just a little bit ago, I'm here on a Titan. I'm going to use my Ariana's Vow on this overload instead. And now we can move on to the next room. Put my Ariana's Vow away so it auto reloads. 2 body shots. And it should shield any second now. I'll throw a grenade on those dregs down there. And now to hop up here and go for this captain. And the sniping vandal. That's not ideal. Time to hop over and spawn the second wave. That should be all of them. Now for the Overload Captain. And now we can head off to the boss room. And I'm going to place my bubble a little further forward than my Well of Radiance on my Warlock. It didn't go quite as well as I wanted it to, but we still got it done. And there's the chest. Alright, that is it for my speedrunning method for the Concealed Void Legend Lost Sector. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.